The Olmec civilization, which thrived in southern Mexico from approximately 1200 BCE to 400 BCE, is a focal point in debates regarding possible African presence in ancient Mesoamerica. The first known reference to such a connection was made by José Melgar, a Mexican historian and anthropologist who discovered a colossal Olmec head at Huayapan, modern-day Tres Zapotes, in 1862. Melgar noted the facial features of the Olmec head, which he believed resembled those of people of African descent. His observations sparked a controversial and ongoing discourse about the origins of the Olmec civilization and potential African influences. Ivan van Sertima, a Guyanese scholar, further popularized the idea of African contact with pre-Columbian Americas in his book, They Came Before Columbus, 1976. Van Sertima posited that Africans had traveled by boat from West Africa to the Americas, bringing with them cultural and technological knowledge that significantly influenced Mesoamerican societies. He suggested that elements such as pyramid construction, advanced calendar systems, mummification practices, and certain mythologies in Mesoamerica had African origins. Van Sertima's theory garnered attention and support from some, particularly within Afrocentric circles, for its bold reinterpretation of ancient American history. However, Van Sertima's hypotheses have been met with significant criticism from the mainstream academic community. Critics argue that his conclusions lack substantial archaeological and genetic evidence and often classify his work as pseudo-archaeology. They contend that the similarities between African and Mesoamerican cultures cited by Van Sertima can be explained through independent development and convergent evolution of societies rather than direct contact. Mainstream scholars emphasize the importance of rigorous methodology and caution against attributing cultural developments to transoceanic contact without compelling evidence. In essence, while the idea of African contact with the Olmecs has fascinated and inspired many, it remains a highly debated and largely unproven hypothesis within the academic community. The Olmec civilization's origins and influences continue to be explored through archaeological research, which predominantly supports the view that the Olmec culture developed independently within Mesoamerica. Malian sources describe possible visits to the New World by a fleet from the Mali Empire in 1311, led by Abu Bakr II. Abu Bakr II, also known as Mansa Abu Bakr, was the 9th Mansa, emperor of the Mali Empire, reigning from 1310 to 1312 CE. According to historical accounts, particularly those recorded by the Arab historian al-Umari, Abu Bakr II was fascinated by the Atlantic Ocean and the possibility of lands beyond it. His curiosity led him to commission 2 large expeditions to explore the Atlantic. The first fleet, composed of 200 ships, reportedly set sail but never returned. Undeterred, Abu Bakr II organized a second, even larger fleet of 2,000 ships. He abdicated his throne in favor of his brother, Mansa Musa, and personally led this second expedition in 1311. There are no records of Abu Bakr II or his fleet returning, fueling speculation that they may have reached the Americas. Christopher Columbus's journal, transcribed by Bartolomé de las Casas, indicates that Columbus's third voyage aimed to test the claims of King João II of Portugal regarding lands beyond the Atlantic. Christopher Columbus, in his journal of his third voyage, 1498 to 1500s, noted that part of his mission was to investigate the veracity of reports about lands across the Atlantic, as mentioned by King João II of Portugal. These reports, which likely stemmed from the extensive maritime knowledge and exploratory efforts of the Portuguese, suggested the existence of undiscovered territories west of Europe and Africa. Bartolomé de las Casas, a Spanish historian and Dominican friar, transcribed Columbus's journals and emphasized that Columbus was influenced by these claims. King João II, who reigned from 1481 to 1495, had a keen interest in exploration and supported numerous expeditions along the African coast. It is plausible that the Portuguese monarch received information from various sources, including possible accounts of African sailors venturing westward. Columbus' decision to undertake his third voyage with the objective of confirming these rumors underscores the interconnected nature of European and African exploratory endeavors during the Age of Discovery.